Yeah, good afternoon. So welcome to this fluid mechanics lab, B3 batch class. Now, as you remember, the first class was the introduction class. After that, second class, we did the experiment on the orifice meter, where we did the calculation to calculate the CD, isn't it? Coefficient of discharge for an orifice meter. And we found that the coefficient of discharge for orifice meter is around 0.6 to 0.7, around in that range. Okay, we calculated the actual discharge. We also calculated the theoretical discharge from the given readings, and we could say that the coefficient of discharge for orifice meter ranges from 0.6 to 0.7. Okay. Now today we are going to do the next experiment, which is going to be the Venturi meter. Okay. So coming to the Venturi meter experiment, it is very similar to the orifice meter in the sense that here also we are going to measure the discharge only, and we are going to calculate the CD, that is coefficient of discharge only. Same thing we are going to do here also, but we are not going to we are going to observe the difference between orifice meter and Venturi meter. As I told you, a Venturi meter has a converging diverging nozzle, and in the center it has got a throat, whereas in the case of a orifice meter, you have a circular orifice which is in the center of the pipe. So this is a major difference. Otherwise, apart from that, all the other things remain the same, like calculating the CD, the formula, everything remains the same. Okay, so what I'll do now, I'll just be presenting to you the manual of the Venturi meter. Can you see? One second. Class Okay, so can you see? Can you see now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is the manual. We'll come to the Venturi meter. Right, all of you can see now? Calibration of the Venturi meter. All of you can see, yeah. So what is the aim? The same thing, to find the CD or coefficient of discharge to calibrate the given Venturi meter. Now observe here, yeah, this is the same apparatus. In one apparatus, the same apparatus, there is a tank and 3 pipes are there. In one pipe, they have fitted orifice meter. In another pipe, they have fitted Venturi meter, and yet in another pipe, they have fitted the nozzle. Okay, so when you come here and see in the lab, practically you can understand how the 3 instruments are fitted inside the pipe in the same setup. So again, you have the same tank, you have the reading, a scale which shows how much water is going to be lifted. Then from here, this is the pipe, and here they have fitted the venturimeter inside the pipe. And here again, the connection is there to the pump, where the pump is going to pump the water and it's going to get circulated. Now, look at this figure. This is the cross-sectional figure of the venturimeter. Now, observe here, the water inlet is from this side. Okay, they are shown from this side. Okay, no problem. Water is entering from here. Then observe that it is converging nozzle. Then you have a throat, then diverging nozzle, isn't it? This is diverging, area is diverging. Then the water goes out. Now, what is the importance of such a configuration? Why we require such a thing? Because water comes from here with low velocity and the pressure is high here. Because area is decreasing, pressure increases. And there is low velocity water, it comes to the throat. And then from there it comes here and comes to the exit. Observe that near the exit, the area is larger. If area is more, pressure decreases and velocity increases. So the velocity comes out like this, high velocity. So what is the ultimate result? Low velocity fluid like water is converted to high velocity. But that is a function of the venturimeter and it works on the Bernoulli's principle. And the Bernoulli's principle says that, yes, what does it say? Energy is conserved. Using the Bernoulli's theorem, we can say that energy is conserved and the sum of potential energy plus kinetic energy plus atom energy is always equal to constant. That is what we learn from the Bernoulli's principle. So again here what we are going to do, start the pump, allow the water to flow. Now, observe that since we are using the same tank, everything is similar like what you did in the last class. So what are the things now? Area of the measuring tank, 0.12 meters square. Again, same thing. Inlet diameter D125 mm, throat diameter 12.5. Now here there's a difference. Inlet diameter is called D1, throat diameter is called D2, which you didn't have at the orifice. Then see here, note down the tabular column. Now everything is same here. Serial number 1, rise in water level, 10 centimeter of water or 0.1 meter. Time taken, take a stopwatch, measure the time, 30, 20, 40 seconds, whatever it is, note down. Then H1 will give, you will get in centimeter, convert it to a meter. H2 also you will get in centimeter. And the difference between H1 and H2 is H in meters. Then after this, go for the calculation. Same calculation, same thing like you did for orifice. Capital H, head loss equal to small h, manometric reading into Sg, specific gravity of mercury, 13.6 minus specific gravity of water, which is 1. So H into 12.6. 13.6 minus 1 is 12.6. Find out head loss. Then actual discharge Q is equal to A into R by T. A is the area of the tank, 0.12 meter square, or is the rise in water level 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter divided by time. You would have noted down using the stopwatch. That is the time. Then theoretical discharge is equal to A1, A2. A1 cross-sectional area of pipette inlet meter square, which is equal to pi by 4 D1 square. A2 cross-sectional area of pipette throat. So A2 is equal to pi by 4 D2 square. And coefficient of discharge CD, Q actual by Q theoretical. Find the value of CD. Find the value of Reynolds number, which is equal to rho Vd by mu. Rho is density of water 1000. Velocity P is equal to Q actual by area. Which area? Area of the venturimeter. So pi by 4 into, which you should take, inlet diameter you should take, pi by 4 into D1 square. Okay, Q actual divided by pi by 4 into D1 square you have to take, area of the venturimeter. Then mu is equal to 0.1, take mu here, they have not given, mu is equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square. So find the Reynolds number. Reynolds number less than 2000, flow is laminar, greater than 4000, turbulent. Between 2000 and 4000, transitional flow. Then plot the graph of CD versus Reynolds number. That's all. Same thing what you did last time also. Okay? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So note down the tabular column. And again, in a sheet of paper, I'll give you the readings. You do the calculation and upload in the Google Classroom, B3 batch, FM lab. I put a Google Classroom there. Go there, you put it, put your values there. I will assign the marks. And there is a quiz also on Venturimeter. Attempt the quiz and I will evaluate the quiz also. Any doubts? Anybody? Anybody? Any doubts? Hello?
No doubt, sir.
Okay, understood. So copy down the table, tabular column. Note down all the reading. First, note down the tabular column. Are you noting it down, tabular column?
So, how many trials are we going to take?
Same 3 readings, same again. Like
Yes.
RFC only, same thing. Yeah, because you need
Yes.
to plot the graph, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So tabular column is done. Over.
1 second, sir. 1 second.
Yeah, take it.
No, sir.
Take your time, no problem. Noted down the readings, the tabular column, sorry. Over. Shall I give the readings now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, note down. Serial number 1, tabular column. Rise in water level 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter. Time taken for rise of water in seconds 39. Then manometric reading H1 minus 1.5 centimeter, minus 1.5 centimeter. H2 1.4 centimeter. So what is H? What is H? Can you hear me? What is the value of H?
2.9.
Correct, 2.9. H is 2.9. Next.
You
Second.
have to express it in meters, right, sir? H.
Yeah. So H I have given in centimeter, convert to meter. Next. Water level, second reading. R 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter. Time taken 32 seconds. 32. Then H1 minus 2.5. H2 2.2. So what is H?
4.7.
Correct. Third one. R is again 10 centimeter or 0.1 meter. Time taken 26. 26 seconds. H1 minus 3.7. H2 3.1. H3 sorry,
6.8.
H 6.8. Yeah. So you got all the values, right? I given you all the values. Now I'll show you the formula now. Yeah. Take down from here. Capital H, head loss, is equal to small h into Sg minus Sw. Now what to do? First you take the first reading and calculate CD for the coefficient of discharge for first reading and Reynolds number. Then go for second reading. Okay. So first reading you take head loss H is equal to, so what is H now? 2.9 divided by how much? 2.9 centimeters, how many meters? 2.9 divided by?
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to
Yeah, tell
interrupt.
me.
They're telling first we have to take the first trial and then use that first trial values in all the formulas
No.
and then go for the second trial. That's what you mean, sir?
1 second. I'll tell you what I mean. For
Yes.
serial number 1, you have all the readings, right?
Yes, sir.
Use those readings and find the value of CD for the first reading.
Okay.
You will get some value for CD. Then go for second reading. Then you calculate CD for second reading. Then CD for third reading. One by one you do. That's what I'm telling.
Yes.
Don't do H for all the 3 readings. Then Q actual for all the 3 readings. Don't do that.
Okay.
What I meant was calculate CD for the first value, CD for second value, CD for third value. Okay, step by step. Understood?
Understood.
Got it now? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now you note down this formula. Head loss is equal to small h into Sg minus Sw. Sg, specific mercury 13.6, Sw, specific water equal to 1. Therefore, H into that is 2.9 divided by how much? 100 or 10? 2.9 centimeters, how many meters?
Divided by 100, sir.
Divided by 100 into 12.6. That will be your the head loss. Calculate that.
0.365, sir.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Okay, head loss is over. Next, come to actual discharge. Q actual. Area, how much? 0.12 into R is 0.1 divided by, what is the time? 39 seconds. Divided by 30. Find Q actual. Keep everything in meters.
3.06 into 10 power minus 4.
10 power minus 4. Okay. Next, go for theoretical discharge. Q theoretical, calculate A1. What is A1? Inlet pipe diameter area. So that is pi by 4 D1 square. So what is D1? 25 mm. So calculate A1 and A2. And substitute the value of A1 and A2 and also take the value of capital H here under below the square root, not the small h. Head loss you have to take H. That value, that is 0.365, no? That value you take here and find Q theoretical. Okay.
One minute, sir.
Do it, no problem. You keep calculating. I will call the attendance. Saurabh Praveen.
Yes,
Saurabh
sir.
Praveen.
Present, sir.
Shivam Kumar. Shivam.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shivam Sindriyal.
Yes, sir, present.
Shravan Saluja. Shravan. Have you noted down this formula? Okay, I'll stop sharing now. Shall I remove? Or you need it? You copy down this one. CD formula and Reynolds number formula you copy down. Shravan Saluja. Srinidhi. Siddharth here.
Present, sir.
Siddharth Sanu.
Siddharth.
Siddharth Sanu.
Yes, sir.
Sudeep. Sunil Kumar. Tarun.
Yes, sir.
Vinay J. Vipan Singh.
Yes, sir.
Vivek. Milan Chaudhary. Pranay Lal.
Present, sir.
Lakshman Singh.
Yes, sir.
Akshat.
Present, sir.
Chaitanya Patel.
Yes, sir.
401 Mahesh. 402 Nishant. 403 Ramesh. 404 Shashank.
Yes, sir.
Sautsik Roy. Mahima Raj.
Present, sir.
Rishi. Okay, copy down this one. Finished? Think you have all the formula now. I'll stop sharing. I'll remove this. Okay. Right. Now, what I want to tell you now is those who are not attending at all of you will be summoned by HOD and you will be taken to task because the exams are going to be there 100% definite because 8th sem exam practically they've done everything. Exams have gone off smoothly. So this time don't expect that nothing will be there. Previous test internal marks will be given. It will be considered. Don't think like that. Definitely exams are going to be there. Those who are absent for these experiments are going to get 0. Those who are absent will get 0 because it is like your regular lab only, remember? And main exam is going to be there. Everything will be final. You have to write the externals. I'm telling you now. So those who are not attended, Chaitanya Vamshi, sorry, not Chaitanya, 1 second. This B3 batch. Saurabh Praveen, okay, you're done, okay. Those who have not seen Srinidhi, has not come for one class. Sudeep, Sunil Kumar, Vinay J, and Vivek, Milan Chaudhary, and the diploma holders. In case they do not come for next class also, I'm telling them seriously, in case you don't come, we'll mark 0. I'll give the list to HOD. We'll see that you don't sit for the exam at all. You have to be very serious. And I don't know the reason why they are getting absent. What is the reason? I don't know. But if you are not coming, it's going to be a big problem. I'm telling now itself. And those who are not attended single class also, I told their names now. Unless they attend, will not give any marks. For others also, If you attend that particular experiment and upload your assignment, what you have given, that day's work, only then, and answer the quiz, only then your marks will be given. I'm telling you now itself. Otherwise, 100% I'm telling you, 0 marks, 0, definitely. Please inform your friends, those who are not coming at all and those who are irregular. Only 15 have come today. There are 25. What about the other 10 fellows? And now it's the second experiment already and the third class. Still, if you don't come, I don't know. I have to give the list to HOD and you will be taken to task. Remember, 85% attendance is compulsory by VTU. This time, everything will go as per schedule. December 17th is the last working day for this higher semester. After that, you are going to have the exam in the December end. The exam is going to start. Please do not play. Definitely, you will be having your exams. Okay. So with this, I want to convey this information to all of you. Please tell the others in the B3 batch also about what I have told today. Okay, it's very important. Okay, right. Now continue the calculation. Find the value of CD for the first reading. Do it. I'm going to call the attendance again at the end of the class. If anybody is going to jump out without doing the assignment, I'm going to check them again. End of the class, I'm going to ask again attendance again.
Sir, what is the Q theoretical value for the first
theoretical
one?
value, what do you get?
339 into 10 power minus 4.
3.39 in 10 power minus 4, correct?
1 centimeter.
Check out. Some centimeter meter, you would have made some mistake. All of you are doing the calculation?
Yes, sir, doing so.
It's very simple calculation. Do it. So what is the value of CD?
So is it 0.90?
Correct.
Yes.
So do the second and third reading. All of you are getting, Mahimaraj, are you getting the reading value?
Yes, sir. Sir, second
Chaitanya?
one 0.868
Correct.
and third one is 0.88.
Very good. So what is the average value of CD?
Average 0.884.
Very good. Very okay. So you can take a graph sheet and you can plot the. Okay. Plot the graph.
Sir, I don't have a graph sheet
No,
with
that's
me
okay.
right
Not
now.
today only. I'm not telling today only. You take a graph sheet, plot it, and post it in the Google Classroom. That's all.
Yes.
Okay. Akshat, did you get the values? Chaitanya put it. Akshat, are you there?
Sir, I'm still doing it.
Do it, do it. Chaitanya?
So the CD is 0.906.
Yes, sir. Doing, sir. Doing.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, sir.
What? Somebody said?
Sir, 0.9063 I'm getting CDs.
Correct. First value, no?
Yes, sir. And Reynolds
Correct.
number 313.75.
Correct.
Okay, sir.
So do the second and third one. What about the others? Saksham?
Yes, sir, I'm
What is,
calculating.
what is the value? CD? Do it, do it. Shashank? Pranay? What is the value?
Yes, sir.
Do it, do it. Yeah. One more thing, I want all the B3 batch students to join the Google Classroom using their official email ID. Still 10 students have not joined at all. I want, please inform your batch students, if they don't join the Google Classroom, they won't get the information, they won't get the study material, nothing. Okay, they have to join the Google Classroom. Please tell them that immediately to join the Google Classroom. The remaining 10 students who are absent continuously. Yes, all of you getting the readings? Siddharth, Sanu, all of you getting the readings?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do it. Tell me when you have completed all the 3 readings and average CD value. You tell me when you have completed. Yeah. And we want all of you to take it seriously because lab exams are going to be there, externals will be there, all regular exam. So don't expect that it will be like last semester where they'll give internal marks and all that. So you'll have to work for it. So be serious. And the main thing in fluid mechanics lab is calculations. Second thing, the valves, which valve to operate and all that. That of course the instructor is going to tell you when you come here. Okay. Okay, all of you got the readings? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
hear me?
So 1 more minute, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you hear?
Sir, what is the value of CD for the third observation?
Yeah.
I am getting
Yeah, time observation, yeah?
0.881.
0.88.
Okay, sir.
0.88.
Yes, sir, I got that.
.88. Yeah.
Sir, what is the difference between this experiment and the previous experiment? Sir, we did the same calculation in both.
Yes, any doubts? Hello? Any doubts?
Sundrial was asking something, sir. Shiva.
Siddharth?
He was asking what is the difference between
doubt, sir.
this experiment and the previous experiment, sir.
Hello? Hello? Any doubts, please? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. We are asking that if the calculations are same in both the first experiment and this experiment, then what's the difference between these experiments?
Yeah, for the difference between these experiments. Now, what you should know is whether I use a Venturi meter or whether I use a orifice meter or whether I use a nozzle. Okay, all the three things are the same. So what I indirectly mean to say is I can use any of these three instruments and they will give the consistent readings for me to calculate the coefficient of discharge. Is it clear? I can use a Venturi or a nozzle or a orifice meter. Okay, I will get the same value of coefficient of discharge. That means irrespective of the instrument, I'm going to get the same value. I can find the coefficient of discharge in all these three experiments. Okay, that is the meaning of these three. This thing. Okay. Hello.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Any doubts, please? Any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
So all of you are getting these values now. So it's very simple. We started with a simple experiment, and it goes. So what is the meaning? Whether we use a Venturi meter, or orifice meter, or nozzle, I'm going to get the discharge value. That is the meaning of that. Okay. Okay. So all of you got the readings? Values, all of you got? Okay. Nobody told me the Reynolds number value.
So is it 312.70?
Each one is one at a time. Tell me.
313.75 for the first reading.
For which one? Venturi meter. What is you are telling the value of Reynolds number? Is it?
Yes, sir.
How much?
313.75.
313.75. See here, actually they are getting Reynolds number as 43,000. A Venturi meter will give high velocity. So to find that value of Reynolds number, it's rho Vd by mu, isn't it? Rho, how much you have taken? 1000. V, Q actual by area of Venturi meter, that is pi by 4 d1 square. rho
Yes,
V
sir.
into D. D, how much you have taken? What is D? Diameter of the venturi meter. How much you have taken?
So 12.5 into 10 power minus 3.
Okay. So rho
Yes,
V
sir.
D by mu. Mu is 0.1.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
We did the exactly same value, sir. Siddharth, you're also getting 313.75.
Okay. Into 10 power, you are not getting anything like that, huh?
No, sir, nothing.
No, sir,
Okay.
no.
Just wait for 1 minute. See, we'll take mu absolute viscosity of water. I'll just tell you the value of absolute viscosity of water. And if we are making a mistake, then we'll take the value here only. I'll tell you now. Okay. Sorry about that. It is not 0.1, 0.001 Newton second per meter square. Please note down in the manual they are not given. 0.001 Newton second per meter square. Mu is equal to 0.001 Newton second per meter square. So now you will get the value into 10 power 3, I think, that the Reynolds number. Correct? Can do it now. Rho is 1000. V you take it as Q actual by A. That is, yeah, how much?
31,375.
Yeah. So it is turbulent flow. See, anything coming from venturimeter, because we have kept a venturimeter, it has got a converging diverging nozzle. It tendency is to get high velocity. Okay. So once you get high velocity, the flow will be turbulent only. It won't be laminar. So that is the value of mu, Reynolds number. So keep it as 35,000, whatever that number, and conclude the result by saying that the flow is turbulent. And one more thing, in the previous orifice meter experiment also, please take mu as 0.001. I think there's a change in that. Please note it down in your book at least. And you uploaded already, I know, but a small correction. So the flow will be a turbulent flow. Similarly, find the value of Reynolds number for the second and the third readings. Okay.
So second it's 38,200.
Yeah. Third one.
Third is 7,000.
Yeah. Please write that value and say that in the result, two things you have to mention in the result. Number one, average value of coefficient of discharge CD is equal to, then Reynolds number, first case, second case, third case. You cannot take average Reynolds number. Reynolds number is for each reading. So you cannot take average for Reynolds number. So keep all the readings that. So whatever sheet you are writing in, put your USN number, signature, name, and upload in the Google Classroom. I think you're already familiar now. FM Lab B3 batch, there is one, I created one classroom, Google Classroom. You put it into that. Also, I put a quiz on Venturimeter. Answer the quiz on the Venturimeter and post it. Yeah, that's all you have to do. For the quiz, I have given time till 5 p.m. to complete the quiz and post it. And those who have not submitted first quiz and all, see, I'm not going to give you time like last time. We have to complete a lot of experiments, 13, 14 experiments. And this time exams also are going to be there. Please be serious. Those who have not completed first quiz, complete the first, second quiz, assignment, everything, post it fast. I will evaluate and post it back to you immediately. Okay, last minute, I don't want to burden you also, and everything will come on me also. I don't want that to happen. Experiment by experiment, we'll finish the evaluation also. So please don't delay the writing the calculation for each experiment and answering the quiz also. Okay. Till 5 p.m. I given the time. So please do the quiz, post it. Anything else? So all of you got the reading. Now you know how to calculate CD. You also know how to calculate the Reynolds number. Okay. A small correction you make in the manual. Mu is 0.001 Newton second per meter square. Anything else? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay. So anything, nothing else is there. So all of you have understood what has to be done. So we will conclude the class. All of you have got the result. Please upload your sheets to the Google Classroom immediately. Number 1. Number 2, answer the quiz. Number 3, those who are not yet officially assigned yourself into the Google Classroom, do it immediately using your official email ID. That has to be done. Otherwise, marks is 0, I'm telling you. Please inform your friends. Those are absent also. Next class, if they don't come, I will have to report to HOD. Okay? See that all of you come and take it seriously. Okay? Yeah. So I think all of you got the results also. So then we will conclude. You put your sheets and answer the quiz. So shall we conclude? All of you got? Shall we? We'll end the class. Okay?